What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Lipsticks and Bullshit. The next lipstick I have for y'all is Cherry on Top. My bad. Cherry on Top from the Sephora collection. Let Them Eat Popsicles. And once again, it's a 4-set collection. No, this is not sponsored yet, but
I found it.
yeah, that's
My hoop earring.
that's what we have today for that. And it smells like actual popsicles or candy or something. Like, it smells really good. All of them, they smell the same. So now on to the bullshit, which is episode 6 of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. No. Hold on just a second, baby. No. You don't just get to do stuff like that. It's not what we're doing around here.
Can I have a cookie?
Not right now. Not right now.
Then
Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. So,
the big one.
yeah, we're on episode 6 of this season of Love and Hip Hop, which is season 8. And in this episode, we have a little bit more to talk about. We have Moniece, who is Scrap DeLeon's little situationship partner. That's what we're gonna call it for now. Situationship partner. So she spends time with Scrap's mom and sister, which I don't know. Is that what they do in situationships? Like, you can meet the family and stuff? I don't know. Scrap's mom also finds out that Tiara put her hands on him, which probably would be a big deal regardless of the fact, but it's definitely a big deal because, like, he's not even fully out the halfway house. So if he is, like, dealing with certain people that can get him caught up in certain situations, then it's definitely gonna be a one-way ticket back in jail for some more junk. So she goes and confronts Tiara at work, and Tiara's asking her why is she getting into the middle of it. So Tiara is asking his mom why is she getting in the middle of it and whatnot, and they get into it, whatever. And Tiara also feels like Scrap keeps hurting her, which honestly, it's not Scrap continuously hurting her. It's her allowing her emotions and everything else to get out of control, and you know what I'm saying, just not try to move on or not want to move on. I can't say she hasn't tried, but she's not wanting to at this point. She's wanting to work whatever out with Scrap. Then we have Spice, which in this particular scene that they were showing, she's absent from the scene, but her friends talk about her decision to get her skin bleached, which I feel like is not necessarily their place to talk about it without her, because if you can talk about it without her, you should be able to talk about it with her. You know what I'm saying? Instead of making her feel bad. If you go back and watch the last video I did, I definitely did speak on this topic, because I feel like if these are true friends, they should have no problem listening to her and hearing her out. Like, it should be no issue. You feel what I'm saying? So to talk about this situation behind her back, like, it's stupid. You know what I'm saying? If you can't have a decent conversation with your friend, then why call yourself that person's friend, right?
Uh-huh.
So then we have Moniece again, she starts to share more about her feelings about this situationship with Scrap, which clearly to her is more than a situationship. Like, clearly to her it's a full-on relationship, and I really don't think he knows that, and if he does, he's not letting anybody know that he knows that, or he's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Maybe we'll see, more as the season goes on. And then we have Shay Mack. I don't really know if a lot of people are familiar with Shay Mack, but she tried to work with Stevie J at one point. She's a DJ and whatnot, so she's coming back into the franchise of Love and Hip Hop. And the whole thing with her is she hasn't been DJing for a minute. She's taking time off to be, a mom and supporting her, I think, boyfriend, husband, I'm not sure, baby's father. I'm not really sure of the situation because I wasn't really paying that much attention. However, I did pay attention enough to see that someone pretty much enlisted her to do their dirty work, which required her to put somebody on blast her first night working back as a DJ and being hired. Which is just full-on foolery, because I feel like people should do their own dirty work for the most part. And in this particular case, I definitely feel like it was wrong, because this is your job on the line, which clearly you didn't think about before you did this or whatever. So questions for this episode are: in a situationship, is it cool to hang around the other person's family? If you were in Tiara's shoes, what would you do? And would you do your friend's dirty work? So, question number 1, in a situationship, is it cool to hang around other situationship partners' family? And honestly, I don't know how situationships work. So I'm not fully on board with yes or no. I feel like if this is the only person that you're in a situationship with, then maybe no. But at the same time, if that's how you roll and whatever the case may be, then if you like it, I love it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how all that works. I don't frequent situationships often, or I try not to anyway. I don't really deal with anybody for the most part. And if you were in Tiara's shoes, what would you do? Well, first things first, you know what I'm saying? You don't put your hands on nobody unless they put their hands on you first. Then on top of that, you know what I'm saying? You can kind of tell his mom to stay out of his business, but at the same time, not, because she's looking out for his best interests. You know what I'm saying? And she's wanting to keep him out of jail as much as possible. He's not fully, like I said, not fully even out. He's in a halfway house. So at the end of the day, you're jeopardizing a lot. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what position you're playing in his life. As far as her saying that he keeps hurting her, like I said, it's them feelings and emotions that's getting in the way of things. You know what I'm saying? I feel like 2 grown people should be able to have a conversation. I don't know what this is.
It's right there.
I don't know what it is.
What does it say?
Sorry about that. I feel like she really just needs to have an honest conversation with him at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the games and all that, like, it's unnecessary. Like, for real, unnecessary. And it's rated R. Yeah, and it's rated R, baby.
That's what I pressed.
So, at the end of the day, I feel like she's really just being unnecessary right now. Like, she needs to sit down with herself, have a conversation, figure out how she's really feeling as opposed to how she wants to feel or thinks she should feel or feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like she has a lot going on that she's not being straightforward about. And
What? It keeps going to this.
She's being real just not okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, bringing issues that don't need to be brought. Period. You know? I think, the last question, would you do your friends' dirty work? Now, I say that you shouldn't do your friends' dirty work when it comes to professionalism, when it comes to somebody's job being on the line. However, just being female, for one, I mean, I think we've all been in situations where we done did our friends' dirty work, whether it be private investigator, whether it be, you know what I'm saying? That's like the main one. Honestly, that's the main one. But I feel like everybody has somebody doing their dirty work sometimes. Just because you know somebody who's about that life. You might not be about that life, or you might not want to put the energy into that. And you have somebody who's just like, yo, I'll put the energy into it. Let me do it, whatever. So I feel like with them kind of situations, it's a maturity thing. You know what I'm saying? And some people never grow out of it. Some people do. But at the end of the day, like, for the most part, I think a lot of us have been there and done that, where we've done somebody's dirty work or we've asked somebody to do our dirty work. So, I mean, but when you're dealing with a bunch of grown women, I just think that you should know that your job is going to be on the line. Pretty much. That's pretty much it for this episode. You know what I'm saying? I guess you could say it's getting a little bit more kind of intense, but really just in the Scrap and Tiara situation. And honestly, with that, I really do hope they figure it out. I really hope that they can come to some kind of common ground. And y'all got children together. So if you're not having no healthy situation between y'all, what's gonna happen, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to communication with the children? You feel me? Like, you can't, I don't know, at some point you just gotta put your feelings aside and you just gotta let it be what it is. Like, honestly. And I'm gonna keep on stressing the fact that this man was locked up for 3 years and you didn't go see this man not one time. I don't know at this point. Maybe you said it for the storyline. Maybe you said it because you had to say it. I don't know. Maybe you telling the truth. But at the end of the day, like, it's a bunch of bullcrap. Like, stop trying to bring drama to this man's life. Period. Just period. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, hopefully they get it together. Hopefully they sit down and have a civilized discussion. And just move from there. As far as everything else, you know what I'm saying, with the Moniece, I don't know. Maybe they'll even hit her and Scrap will sit down and talk about that. Maybe it's more than a situationship and it's just looking like just a situationship. I don't know. But I know that if I was supportive of someone who was locked up and then, you know, they got out and whatever the case may be, yeah, I'm gonna probably be in my feelings when you get out, because it's like you have a little bit more freedom. So I don't know, maybe it was just expected that they were together. Maybe that's why she's kicking it with the family so tough. Matter of fact, I believe that it was the mom who got in Moniece's ear or whatever. I don't know the whole story, so don't quote me on nothing, but I believe that it was Moniece, Scrap's mom, who was like, you know, he's a changed person, da-da-da-da-da-da. Mind you, I believe he was still in jail at this point, so I don't know. I have no idea. However, if you like it, again, I love it. So, that wraps it up for this episode. I'm tired as heck, but I had to go ahead and get this video recorded for y'all, and so I could do my little bit of editing that I do and drop this for y'all. As always, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, And go watch the other videos. And also, if you want, you can subscribe to my other channel, which is Spirit of More. And yeah, stay tuned for the next episode.